A 5-minute call on behalf of the Green Party, Jan Logie.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's a sense of honour, I guess, and responsibility to take a call for the Green Party on this bill, the Greater Christchurch Regeneration Bill. And I would like to add my voice to others in the House this evening, acknowledging those who died in the earthquake and those who were harmed and the families that have been left behind, and all the people of Christchurch who are continuing that process of healing and recovery today. It was an event and the consequences of which those of us who don't live in Christchurch can't truly understand. That I had family in Christchurch and I know the impact on them, so have some insight but don't pretend to have a total understanding of it. The Green Party is supporting this legislation to Select Committee. The bill repeals the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Act and establishes a new legal framework for post-quake recovery in Christchurch from the period of July 2016 until 2021, and repeals some earthquake-related orders in council while retaining others. And I think the Minister talked about remnants of that original legislation, but it does seem to be rather more than remnants. There are some very significant provisions of control from Wellington that are still present in this proposed piece of legislation. And it will give a range of power to ministers and the new entity, Regenerate Christchurch. And it will also establish a Crown company to deliver the anchor projects. Now, the new entity, Regenerate Christchurch, which I know there's quite a lot of interest in Christchurch in this body, and that there is a degree of support that we've heard so far for this. And that body will have oversight for the progress of the central city, the red-zoned residential areas, and New Brighton. And it is very pleasing to see New Brighton specifically under that organisation's in their planning oversight, because New Brighton has felt left behind. And the state of some of the basic amenities out in New Brighton, it really is visibly left behind. And it is incredibly important that that is not continued on any longer, and that there is an absolute step change in focus on ensuring their ability to recover and regenerate. And for us, what we want from this bill in the Green Party is a shift towards democracy and an assurance that the aspirations of the people in Christchurch are able to be realised. That's what I hope everyone in this House is going to work towards, and will be our focus in the Select Committee process, is listening to the people of Christchurch of what do you want for your future, building on that amazing consultative process that happened after the quake around Share an Idea, and whether this will help realise those visions. And if not, can it be amended to better do that? And we will certainly be listening in with great attentiveness to the ideas of people from Christchurch. And I must say that we are disappointed at the shortened process that may, and I do hope, won't at all affect ability of people from Christchurch to participate and share their views with this House, because here in this place we cannot understand, we cannot know what is best for Christchurch, and it must be that this legislation is focused and is delivering on the aspirations of the people of Christchurch. And so we will be supporting Megan Wood's amendment to extend that report back time. And I would like to just mention a couple of things that the Christchurch City Council have pointed out to me of how things have been operating that they have concerns about, where the Minister and the sense of Wellington have come in and blocked the aspirations of Christchurch people, where they are mostly around environmental factors, around protection of groundwater And groundwater in Christchurch is something that if you know anyone from Christchurch, believe me, you know they are proud of the quality of their groundwater. And that is so true. My mother will not drink water from my place. And that the government is not protecting that from from quarrying, and that there's a real concern.
Sorry to interrupt the member, but her time has expired. I call the